This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions. Hi, this is Mark Hayward from the Absolute Business Mindset podcast and YouTube channel. So this is the next part 9 of the Working From Home series. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you're getting some benefit and value from it. So today I'm going to talk about something which some people might see as a luxury. I made a decision that I thought it was a necessity. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about having a second screen. So in my job, I have worked with a second screen, with a third screen as well in some cases, for the last maybe 5 years, and I've felt that it adds a great deal of value when I'm looking at different parts of the software, when I'm doing things on Excel, when I want to multitask, although I don't believe in multitasking, but look at instant messaging, looking at emails, looking at software, looking at Excel, whatever it is. I found it incredibly useful, incredibly helpful to be able to use a second screen. So when I started working from home, I got here and started working with one screen on my laptop and flicking between the different tabs to be able to work out what I needed to do and when I needed to do it. And we were having a conversation on one of our group chats, and someone suggested a second screen. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? I think it will be a really good addition to my working from home. So I actually did get a discount from working for the corporation that I work for. And I did quite a lot of research on working out what type of second screen I want, what size, the sort of pixelation, the quality of the screen, what was important, what wasn't important, looked at pricing, looked at costs, did some research on websites, did some looking around to see what the best value was, and I went for a Dell 24-inch second screen, and I think it's been great. It's really helped me with my work, my personal work, like the podcasts and things like that. I can look at things on the second screen as well, which is really, really useful. And I know some people might see this as a luxury, and maybe if you were just doing deep work, writing a book, there wouldn't be the necessity for it. But for the type of business and the type of work that I do, it's really advantageous to be able to have that. So I see it as a necessity. I don't see it as just a luxury item. So for me, it's been really, really helpful. Some people might be sitting there listening to this thinking, well, it's really not necessary for their business, and you might be true, but I would consider it, being able to look at two different screens and do two different things at once, or be able to look at two different things when you're comparing documents, when you're looking at software, looking at the configuration of software. It can be incredibly helpful. So so hopefully you found some value from that. It's added a lot of productivity. And let's be honest, working from home, we want to make it as efficient, as productive, as best at our jobs as we can. And for me, it's really added a huge value. So hopefully you guys will have a think about it. Do your research. Make sure you do your research, and then make the decision if that is actually a need for you. Right, thanks a lot for listening. I wanted to touch base again and say thank you so much for listening and downloading and subscribing to my podcast. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully you're getting value from this Working From Home series. I'm enjoying doing it, thinking about things that I've been doing and implementing that's useful and advantageous and beneficial for you. So do check out the rest of my podcasts. I've got some interviews every Sunday night with releases coming up, so do check them out as well if you want to go into more depth. But these Working From Home series will still continue on a Monday and Thursday, so hopefully you're enjoying that. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it, and thanks for subscribing, listening and downloading. One last thing before you go, I am taking on new coaching clients. So if you are interested, go to my website and go to absolutebusinessmindset.com. Go down to the bottom onto contact us and drop me a note. Put in the title that it's for coaching. I've got 13 years worth of corporate experience where I've moved through promotions. I'm really looking for people that are starting their career in the corporate environment, are stalling in their career, or want a fresh perspective or a change in role. I'll be able to help all you guys that are in those sorts of positions, and I'm here to be able to help. So go to absolutebusinessmindset.com, down to the bottom, contact us, and just drop in the subject that you want to help on coaching. Thanks.
A payroll and HR company needs to be prepared for whatever's going to happen. You could say that over 70 years of experience helping businesses all over the world run smoothly is good preparation. But for ADP, that's not enough. To make sure millions of people are getting paid on time and in compliance, we're staying on top of each new piece of legislation. So when it comes down to it, ADP isn't just a payroll and HR company. We're the company that helps you navigate the complexities. ADP, HR talent, time, benefits, and payroll, informed by data and designed for people.